Hey everybody, just a quick little intro on how to get started on your WPAP portrait. I'm also going to include that low poly YouTube tutorial. That is also a totally good way to go about doing it. I just kind of like this style a little bit better, but whatever is going to make most sense for you is going to be fine. So to start your project, you're going to want to open it from your computer. You're going to have your image of your inspirational figure already downloaded, and so you're gonna start from there. So you go open from computer. And then I'm going to find my picture. So I'm going to go to, where was it again? Oh, I just lost track of it. Oh, there it is. I'm in the folder. Oh my gosh. And then I'm going to find Ross Gay. He's this poet that I like. So I'm going to get that picture. I'm going to open it up in here. I'm going to open from the computer. Excellent. All right. Now, when I have this, I need to change my image size. So I'm going to go to image size. Or canvas size, I can change those two things. So if I choose canvas size, right, I can go to my inches here, and I think 11 by 17 is a really good size to work with, right? I'm gonna switch this to 11 by 17, and you can see when I do that, it makes a space that's bigger than my artwork. That's totally fine. I can do that. Now I can expand this, make it larger if I need to, and then I can get my picture. So I'm gonna fit it in there. I'm gonna add a little bit of an illustration up here on the top part. So I think this is gonna work. I realize that the bottom isn't quite there. I'm gonna scooch that down a little bit too, so I'm gonna touch there. Okay, and I'm gonna use this top space. I'm gonna add a design in there later. So from there, I'm just gonna add a new layer in, right? And then you just start using that pen tool, start creating your shape. So once you have that, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. I'm gonna start with the face first. So I'm gonna get my pen tool, right? And I'm just going to go in here, I'm going to start clicking. I'm going to kind of overlap where the face and the hair kind of come together a little bit. And you can see right away, I'm going to start getting that weird shape. I'm not going to worry about that color right now. I'm going to come back to that in a little bit, right? So as I click, it's just going to keep connecting this. If I want to be more precise, I can zoom in, right? And then I can kind of get as much detail as possible. You can decide how much detail you want to have. The one thing that I would say is that if you don't have enough, it's going to start looking a little bit funny. So give it enough. So you have to find kind of a balance that's going to work for you, right? So from here to here, I can skip that. I can make that work. All right, I'm going to include the neck in this example. I didn't on my other one that I started, but I'm just going to keep working my way around. I'm going to do the whole face. But I'm going to not do his hand. I'm going to keep his hand separate so it's a different shape. I'm going to keep working my way around. All right, trying to get as much of this face in here as possible. Working my way around like this. And I just want to, I know this is maybe a little bit longer than you probably want me to do, but if you're having an issue seeing something, you can always bring your opacity down, right? Now I'm like, okay, now I can see where I need to click next. So I'm going to go back one. So Command Z that one, and then keep going from there. You can always cover up lines if you need to, right? You can change things. But I think this is going to work for me for right now. This is really important. You have to close your path with the pen tool in order to make your shape be completed, okay? So once that shape is closed, right, then that allows you to have this one thing as a layer, right? So if I don't like this color though, right, I don't want it to be bright, right? That's kind of creepy. I can go up here to this layer. I can go to new fill layer. I can do color fill. Now from there, if you want to use the color picker, you can get in here, right, and you can kind of hover over and it'll pick a color, right? You can just click. It's kind of a cool thing, right? You can just click wherever you want in Photopea to get the color you want. So if I want to try and match a skin tone or something like that, then I could go, in this range here. I go, oh, I want to go this range here. I want to go this range here, right? So, that's something you can think about. You can use color pickers if you want to be more realistic. That's fine. I'm going to hit OK, and then I have this sort of mid-range tone to work with. If you want it to go a little bit more unnatural or more unnaturalistic, you would just do the same thing. So I just undo that. I would go to layer, new fill layer, color fill, and then I could just pick a color, right? So if I want to go into this warm orangey yellow colors, maybe I'm gonna have it be a little bit more abstract and they'll come down into this range. I'm going to say okay, right? Maybe that's the color I want to work with. Anyway, from there, you can just keep adding layers. You can delete this one if you want to, and then your other color fill stays there for you to keep going with. Okay, so that's how to get started. From there, just kind of keep adding layers. When you go back to this, make sure you go to the next pen tool, and then you can start, your next layer. You start zooming in, and then you just keep going from there. Whoops, classic. I just made a mistake for my last example. So I can start here. I can start a fresh one. I can move that, and I can start making my next shape. Okay. All right. That should be a good place to start. Obviously, I didn't get that exactly right, but good luck. You got this. Keep going.